Oh, estoy en Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do.
Entrando en la casa el narrador. Terrible fea la casa.
Work of art,
Super
and
fea
feel
tu casa.
ashamed at your own.
¿Qué hay acá? Una cueva, vamos a ver el zombie acá. Y esqueleto.
My, it looks...
Hola, ¿qué tal YouTube? Estamos en un nuevo juego. Nuevecito este juego, de ayer parece que, o antes de ayer que apareció el juego. Y lo único que sé es que se trata de un señor de una oficina que siempre hace lo mismo. Y ahora como que cambia las cosas y comienza a realizar cosas distintas que nunca había realizado. Y mira, el monitor se ve el mouse detrás y detrás y detrás y detrás. Vamos a ver el mouse varias veces en el monitor. Ya vamos a empezar a ver qué tal es el juego.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Stanley soy yo, así que ahí vamos a ver.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
Es la historia de
where
Stanley.
he was employee number 427.
Ya.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk.
Ya.
telling
Es el
him
trabajo de
what
Stanley.
buttons to push,
O sea, en realidad es mi
how
trabajo
long
si yo
to
soy
push
Stanley,
them,
se supone.
and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
A él le gustaba lo que hacía, pues no hacía nada en realidad.
This job. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley era feliz. Hasta que llegó el locutor,
And
o sea,
then
el
one
narrador
day,
y le arruinó
something
todo.
very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had
ninguna orden.
arrived on the monitor
El
for
computador
him
para
to
nuevo que
follow.
tiene se parece al mío.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and
Ya,
stepped out of his
camino
office.
afuera. Le está contando lo que tengo que hacer yo.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Están de vacaciones estoy, el único que está trabajando es el mío.
Perhaps he had simply missed
Para que
the
vea que es
memo.
responsable el mío. Yo soy, ¿qué número soy? 427. Aquí vamos, el locutor. Hay que seguir todo lo que dice. Ahí están todos, está todo vacío acá. O son caletas trabajadores. Sí. Ahí está la salida. ¿Podría salir por ahí? Vamos por acá. El único trabajando, el único pavo trabajando. Capaz que un día feriado y este viene a trabajar.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
Las dos puertas
he
abiertas.
entered
Entró
the door
a
on
la
his
izquierda.
left.
Nosotros vamos a entrar a la derecha.
This was not the correct
Ya,
way to the
no era el
meeting
camino
room,
correcto,
and
ya.
Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
Sí.
first, just
Voy a
to
pasar a sala de
admire
empleado
it.
primero. Quiero mirarle un poco.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Qué
Just
rico
to
este
spend
lado
a
porque
few
aquí puedo
moments
descansar,
here in
aquí
this
están las tacitas para tomar
immaculate,
cafecito.
beautifully constructed room. Stanley's simplest, but
Ya.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
La primera puerta abierta a la izquierda. Entró por aquí. No, yo voy a seguir derecho. Ahí entré por acá.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
Si es
wasn't
malo
5
siguiendo
years
dirección el
ago.
mío, si el mío hace lo que quiere. Y aquí me metí por acá. Estoy haciendo mi
Look,
propia
Stanley,
historia, no
I
estoy
think
pegando a
perhaps
ti.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
Sí.
your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Ya, si tenemos que seguir al locutor que está enojando a ser el narrador.
Someone you've
Y de
forgotten
repente
about.
Stanley saltó y cayó acá arriba.
Really?
Sí.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Me está enojando el
I don't know
narrador ya.
how to convince you of this,
Vamos por
but
acá.
I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
No me interesa lo que me
Look,
mostraste
let me
tú.
prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen
Dos puertas
carefully,
ya.
this is important. Stanley walked through
Ya,
the red
Stanley
door.
caminó por la puerta roja. Y yo voy por la azul.
Aha, perhaps
¿De
you
nuevo?
misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No, por la azul quiero entrar yo.
I still don't think we're communicating.
No quiero entrar por la
properly.
roja.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Por la azul de nuevo.
All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley.
Ya, ahí está
You wanna
enojado
know
el-
so badly what's out there.
el
You wanna
narrador.
find
No me
out
interesa
what
lo que digas
lies
tú.
at the end of this road you've chosen. Well, don't let me stop you.
Ya, vamos por acá, vamos a ver qué hay aquí. Si quiero ver lo que hay acá.
You see, there's nothing here.
No hay nada, no.
I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Está recién creando
Was
el
it
juego
worth
el
ruining
narrador,
the
todavía no
entire
crea esta
story I'd
parte, por
written
eso
out
estaba vacío.
specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
¿No puedo saltar?
And in
No.
the end it was all
Correr
for nothing.
tampoco.
Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you
Y
can
ahora
give me some
crea...
feedback.
Ya, pues crea un juego.
There we go. A
Ya.
third option. This already feels leaps ahead of
Entrar
where
por
we
esta
were
puerta que se
before.
llama
Go
llamativa que
ahead,
las demás.
Stanley. Take it for a spin.
A ver qué hay por aquí.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Ya. La puntuación para ti. Un 3.
Oh, of course. A
Oh, so-
3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your surroundings? Does that sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful.
Está más enojado el
Here,
narrador
based on the
conmigo.
data from your previous playthrough,
Ya,
I've
déjame salir.
compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Le eché un vistazo. De nuevo. Voy a entrar por... Por este no.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you
Ya,
feel
puntaje ya
motivated
te vamos a dar
to keep
un
walking
1.
through doors? Again, honest answers,
Un 5.
please.
Ya un 5.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to
Vamos a
give
ver
it
el
some
juego nuevo que
playtesting.
está el
You
narrador
wouldn't
que me va
mind
a
taking
tirar.
a look at it, would you?
Dale.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Deja de verlo.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he
Aquí.
reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family
Hay
life.
una guagua
I
y hay
think
fuego.
the art world will really take notice.
Avanza.
But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Debo hacer de salvar la guagua. Dejemos que se queme. Ahí llegó la guagua.
Bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies
Ahí llegó la guagua,
or
no, pues se me
purely
aburre el
to
juego.
spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the
Harto
experience.
penca tu
for me.
juego, narrador.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see.
Otro juego, tiene otro juego.
Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it
Ya
a shot.
démosle. Oh, estoy en Minecraft.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one
Sí.
thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a
No,
house.
¿dónde está la casa de construir?
This will go here, no, here, and then...
Entrando en la casa el narrador. Le fue a la casa.
Let's see, what does it need?
Oye, no puedo jugar así,
Yes,
Marreta.
of course, and just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look
No.
at it. Gaze upon my work of art
Super
and
fea
feel
tu casa,
ashamed at your own inadequacy. Ah, but you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the
Deja entrar, po.
experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Ya, entra a tu
Isn't
casa.
it grand?
Es súper
Isn't
chica
it
tu casa o no
perfect?
sirve de
It
nada.
could only be better if... Wait, that's it.
¿Qué?
We must rebuild it out of diamond.
Bueno, vamos a salir. Ahí
Diamond
sí.
everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Ya vamos. Ah, por aquí. Ya, continuamos. Arrastra la puerta. ¿Qué hay acá? Una cueva, vamos a ver el zombie acá. Y
Oh
esqueleto.
my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
No, no traigo luz. Mira ahí, ¿cómo se llama esto? Carbón ahí. Vamos por aquí. Vamos bajando, vamos bajando.
No. This is
Que
far
no.
more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Yeah.
Oh.
Something that makes you feel utterly
Bueno,
irrelevant.
me falta
This
luz
will
aquí,
do it
una
all, 1 out of 5.
antorcha. Oh, se escucha un
Even
mono.
the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
Un nuevo juego, ya dale. Ahí está un juego nuevo ahora.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it.
Este parece que
Trapped
el
in a glass
Portal.
box with
Parece
no
que va
way
ahí.
out,
Así sí, este
listening to
¿o
me
no?
talk. Oh, it's
Se va diciendo
inspiring.
G, te va
I couldn't have
saltando.
done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out.
Ya se fue totalmente la lógica del juego, eso sí.
Go find out what the hell this
Ya entré a la
is.
oficina y era normal que alguien esté hablando, pero ahora estoy paseándome por todos lados. Si hubiera seguido la historia quizá hubiera sido distinto.
Oh,
Chuta,
it's a
¿qué
puzzle.
es eso?
Critical thinking, Stanley. You're
¿Cómo hago esto? Ah, tengo que agarrar el cuadrado. A ver. Ahí, empuja. Ah, lo puedo agarrar. Ah, buena, ya a ver.
genius.
Genio. Buah, la tontera que era. Nada, por acá.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games.
¿Qué onda?
And I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
¿Me tiro?
Which is why...
Oh. ¿Qué onda? ¿Volví a la oficina? ¿No? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Y aquí para dónde voy? Oh, me caí. ¿Qué onda? Ok. Está viendo en la media volada el loco este. Hay como 1000 puertas. Vamos a entrar por aquí, está roto. A ver. ¿Qué onda? ¿No se puede abrir la puerta? Vamos por acá. Vamos por aquí. Oh, ahí la luz. ¿Qué onda en pantalla? Ya, continuamos a la luz. Por aquí tiene que ser, po. A ver, hay una pantalla ahí. ¿Qué onda? Ya, pongamos a trabajar aquí. No, no pasa nada. No, por aquí no es. Puta, el locutor se quedó callado, po. Dame indicaciones, po. ¿Qué onda?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice. And if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who
Si
I
no
am.
se entiende nada
That is
del
what
juego,
I
si es
mean to
como
this world.
totalmente
Oh,
ilógico.
yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
No. Vamos hasta el final. ¿Y a dónde apareció ahora?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Pero estoy como que empecé todo nuevo, pero como de otro lado. A ver. Sí.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
A parte izquierda. Y aquí, ya bajar este video hasta aquí. Y nos veremos en otra edición de este juego medio raro, pero tomando distintas decisiones. Ya vimos un final, no sé cuántos finales serán. Pero ahora empezamos en otro lado, como raro. Así que nos veremos en otra edición de este juego que no me acuerdo cómo se llama, pero es como muy raro. Así que nos vemos. Adiós.